We are discussing philosophy, module 3, sociological basis of education. This module explores the relationship between sociology and education, focusing on the role of education in shaping society, transmitting knowledge, and promoting social justice. It also examines the contribution of key figures like Dr. B.R. Ambedkar and Rabindranath Tagore to education and social philosophy. Sociology and education. Sociology and education. Sociology is the scientific study of human society, social interactions, institutions, and structures. Education as a fundamental social institution plays a vital role in maintaining and transforming societies. The relationship between sociology and education can be understood through the following aspects. Sociology is the study of society, social relationship, and institutions. Education as a social institution plays a crucial role in shaping individuals and communities. So, the relationship between sociology and education involves socialization. Socialization is the process by which individuals learn and internalize the values, norms, and behaviors necessary to participate in society. Social control and also socialization. School plays a crucial role in shaping moral values, discipline, and social roles. The family and community also contribute to this process, but formal education provides structured learning and exposure to diverse perspectives. Education and social control. Education helps maintain social order by instilling discipline, obedience, and conformity to societal norms. Schools act as agencies of social control, ensuring individuals develop behaviors that align with societal expectations. So, social control, it reinforces societal rules and expectations. Next, social change. Education as a means of social change and development. Education fosters innovation, critical thinking, and progress, helping societies evolve. It plays a key role in modernizing communities by promoting scientific knowledge, rational thought, and democratic values. So, social change, schools and universities contribute to societal progress by promoting critical thinking and innovation. Social change. Social mobility. Education provides opportunities for individuals to improve their social status. Education provides individuals with skills and qualifications that enable upward mobility. It helps break barriers of caste, class, gender, and economic background by offering equal opportunities for learning and employment. Education is therefore not just about academic learning, it is a powerful tool that shapes individuals and societies. So in sociology and relationship, the relationship between sociology and education is socialization, social control, social change, and social mobility. Meaning of society, culture, and modernity. Society. Society refers to a group of individuals who share a common territory, culture, and institutions. It's a network of relationships that bind people together. Education plays a crucial role in shaping societal structures by encouraging cooperation, unity, and national integration. So, society, a group of people living together in an organized way, sharing common institutions, traditions, and norms. Education helps in maintaining social stability, societal stability, and progress. Addressing issues such as inequality, discrimination, and social justice. Culture. The set of beliefs, customs, practices, and behaviors that define a group. Education transmits culture across generation and adapts into changing times. Culture is the collection of belief, values, customs, traditions, and behaviors that define a group of people. It is passed down from generation to generation through education and socialization. Formal education transmits cultural heritage while also promoting critical inquiry and adaptation to modernity. Schools and universities preserve cultural knowledge while fostering new ideas and innovations. Modernity. Modernity refers to the shift from traditional agrarian societies to industrialized, urban, and rationalized societies. Key characteristics of modernity include scientific temper, emphasis on reason, inquiry, and empirical evidence, democracy and human rights, promotion of individual freedom and equality, technological advancement, the role of education in preparing individuals for technological and industrial changes. Education is central to modernity as it equips individuals with the skills, knowledge, and attitudes necessary for progress and development. A phase of societal development characterized by industrialization, rational thought, scientific advancement, and democratic governance. Education fosters modern values such as equality, secularism, scientific temper. Contribution of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar in education and social justice. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the principal architect of the Indian Constitution, was a strong advocate for education as a tool for social empowerment. His contributions to education and social justice include education as a tool for equality and equity. Ambedkar believed that education was the key to breaking the cycle of caste based oppression and discrimination. He emphasized the importance of universal education. He emphasized the importance of universal education, particularly for marginalized communities. His policies ensured affirmative action in education, leading to reservation system in schools, colleges, and employment sectors. Individual opportunity through education. He promoted higher education among Dalit and backward communities, advocating for scholarships and financial support. Established institutions like the Pupils Education Society in 1945 to provide quality education to marginalized communities. Encouraged self reliance and independent thinking among the oppressed sections of society. Social justice and constitutional provisions. As the chairman of the drafting committee of the Indian Constitution, Ambedkar ensured that education was a fundamental right. Advocated for Article 45, Directive Principles of State Policy, which aimed to provide free and compulsory education for children. Fought for the abolition of untouchability through education and awareness. Women's education recognized that women's empowerment depended on access to education, advocated for gender equality in education and employment. His famous slogan, educate, agitate, organize, highlights the transformative power of education in achieving social justice and equality. Contribution of Rabindranath Tagore in education and society. Rabindranath Tagore, a philosopher and educationist, made significant contributions to the field of education and nationalism. His ideas were centered around holistic learning, creativity, and internationalism. Nationalism and education. Unlike aggressive nationalism, Tagore promoted a form of nationalism rooted in cultural pride, self reliance, and inclusivity. He opposed narrow nationalism that led to conflicts and believed education should cultivate mutual respect among nations. His educational vision was deeply linked to the Indian ethos but also embraced universal human values. Universalism and global outlook. Tagore believed that education should go beyond national boundaries and foster international cooperation. Established Vishwa Bharati University in Shantiniketan 1921, which became a center for global learning and cultural exchange. His concept of universalism encouraged students to develop a broad, inclusive perspective of humanity. Secularism and liberal education strongly opposed religious dogma in education, advocating for a system that encouraged free thought and inquiry, believed in a naturalistic and experiential learning process where students learned in open environments rather than rigid classrooms, emphasized music, art, literature, and nature in education, breaking away from colonial rote learning methods. Holistic and student centered learning. His approach emphasized creativity, curiosity, and self expression rather than mechanical learning, encouraged students to engage in hands on experience such as agriculture, craft, and performing arts, advocated for mother tongue education and against forced imposition of colonial language system. His educational philosophy remains relevant today, inspiring progressive and student centered education modes. So, this module highlights the deep relationship between education and society. Education is not just about acquiring knowledge, it plays a crucial role in shaping social structures, promoting culture, and driving modernity. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar emphasized education as a means of social justice, equality, and empowerment for marginalized communities. Rabindranath Tagore envisioned education as a tool for holistic development, nationalism with universal values, and creative learning. Understanding these perspectives helps educators and policymakers create an inclusive, equitable, and progressive educational system. Sociological basis of education. Education is deeply connected to society, influencing and being influenced by social structures, culture, and changing norms. Social and cultural change. Social change refers to the transformation of social institutions, behaviors, relationships, and cultural norms over time. It can be gradual or sudden and may be influenced by various factors such as education, economic development, political movement, scientific discoveries, and technological advancements. Examples of social change: the abolition of the caste system in many parts of India, the introduction of democracy and constitutional rights, the transformation of joint families into nuclear families due to urbanization, the increased participation of women in the workforce. Meaning of social change. Cultural change. Meaning of cultural change. Cultural change refers to modification in a society's traditions, beliefs, values, and practices. This occurs due to external influences, education, globalization, or shift in social attitudes. Examples of cultural change: the decline of dowry practices and child marriage, changes in clothing styles, food habits, and modes of communication due to Western influence, adoption of digital platforms for education and business, increased acceptance of intercaste and interreligious marriages. Features of social and cultural change: continuous and ongoing process. Continuous and ongoing process. Social and cultural change is never static. Societies and cultures evolve over time, influenced by education, influenced by multiple factors. Changes can result from education, technology, economic shift, globalization, war, or movements for social justice. So, influenced by education, schools and societies play a key role in shaping modern thought, promoting rationality and questioning outdated practices. Technology as a driving force. Advancement in communication and transportation and artificial intelligence contribute to rapid social and cultural shift. Globalization and cultural exchange. Interactions between different cultures create hybrid traditions and evolving lifestyle. Resistance and adaptations. Some individuals and groups resist change due to tradition, while others embrace new ideas. Impact on social institutions. Changes in laws, governance, family structures, and work environments reflect broader societal shift. Role of social movements. Reform movements such as women's rights, environmentalism, and anti-caste movements contribute to progressive social change. So, education plays a crucial role in driving social and cultural change by promoting scientific thinking and rationality over superstitions and blind belief, encouraging gender equality and women's empowerment, spreading awareness about human rights, democracy, and social justice, introducing new technologies that reshape the workforce and daily life. Education empowers individuals to question existing norms and actively participate in shaping a progressive society. Contributions of social reformers. Social reformers have played a crucial role in shaping modern India by addressing issues like caste discrimination, gender inequality, lack of education, and religious orthodox. Three key social reformers, Rajaram Mohan Roy, Chattambi Swamigal, and Srinarayana Guru, worked tirelessly to transform Indian society. Rajaram Mohan Roy, 1772 to 1833, the pioneer of Indian social reform. Rajaram Mohan Roy is often called the father of Indian Renaissance because of his progressive ideas and efforts to modernize the Indian society. Major contributions: abolition of sati, 1829, abolition of sati 1829. He led a campaign against the cruel practices of sati, which forced widows to burn themselves on their husband's funeral pyres. Promotion of women's rights. He advocated for widow remarriage, women's education, and property rights. Educational reforms. Founded the Hindu College 1817 in Kolkata, which later became Presidency College to promote English and Western education. Encouraged the study of science, mathematics, and rational thoughts instead of just religious scriptures. Opposition to caste discrimination. He opposed the caste-based discrimination and worked towards an egalitarian society. Religious reforms. Founded Brahma Samaj 1828, which promoted monotheism and rejected ideal worship and superstitions. Encouraged religious tolerance and unity among Hindus, Muslims, and Christians. So he founded Brahma Samaj to promote monotheism and reject ideal worship. Chattambi Swamigal, 1853 to 1924, philosopher and social reformer of Kerala. Chattambi Swamigal was a scholar, yogi, and social reformer who challenged caste-based discrimination and encouraged knowledge and equality. Major contributions: criticism of the caste system, opposed Brahmanical supremacy and asserted that all humans are equal, advocated for women's rights, women empowerment, encouraged women's education and equal opportunities, promotion of education, urged all communities, especially marginalized ones, to seek knowledge and literacy, encouraged self-study and independent thinking rather than blind acceptance of religious dogma. Interfaith harmony. He studied various religious texts promoting unity among Hindus, Muslims, and Christianity. Environmental awareness. Emphasized sustainable living and respect for nature. Srinarayana Guru, 1856-1928, champion of social equality and education. Srinarayana Guru was a spiritual leader and social reformer who worked for the upliftment of the lower caste in Kerala. Major contributions: famous quotes: one caste, one religion, one God for mankind. Advocated for caste and religious harmony. promoting equality among all humans. Temple entry movement. Open temple to all, challenging Brahminical restrictions. Promotion of educational reforms. Establish schools and colleges to educate marginalized communities. Encourage modern and scientific education alongside religious teachings. Economic and social empowerment. Promoted self-reliance and cooperative movements for economic independence. These reformers used education as a tool for societal transformation, fighting against injustice and promoting modern values. Teacher as a social reformer. A teacher's role extends beyond the classroom. Teachers have the power to shape the mind of future generations, making them key players in social reform. Teachers as agents of social change. Instill values of equality, democracy, and justice in students. Teach critical thinking to challenge outdated traditions and superstitions. Promote gender equality and inclusivity in education. Spread awareness about environmental sustainability and ethical responsibility. So, teacher as agent of social change. Next, teachers and cultural transformation. Preserve cultural heritage while promoting modernity and rational thought. Encourage acceptance of diverse cultures and traditions, fostering global citizenship. Oppose social evils like caste discrimination, communalism, and illiteracy. Teachers as role models. Develop innovative teaching methods to encourage creativity and problem solving. Integrate moral and ethical education into the curriculum. Bridge the gap between traditional knowledge and modern advancements. So, teachers as role models demonstrate integrity, empathy, and dedication to social causes, advocate for the rights of marginalized communities, act as mentors, and guide for students facing social challenges. Teachers and educational reforms. Develop innovative teaching methods that foster creativity and problem solving. Integrate moral and ethical education into the curriculum. Bridge the gap between traditional knowledge and modern advancement. Teachers and community development. Participate in literacy programs, rural education, and social welfare initiatives. Work with NGOs, government agencies, and local communities to address societal issues. Promote scientific thinking, awareness, and rational decision making. So, education is a powerful tool for social and cultural transformation. Social and cultural change happens due to education, technology, and globalization. Social reformers like Rajaram Mohan Roy, Chattambi Swamigal, and Sri Narayana Guru used education to fight discrimination and promote equality. Teachers, as social reformers, shape the future by instilling progressive values, critical thinking, and ethical leadership in students. By recognizing the power of education, we can build a more inclusive, just, and progressive society.